we started last week and then no yeah twaso so we you be a wone sa verdict fu now the wa try breathing exercise wo begye atum say breathing itself is life obi wu an ohumi biom ncheche so oni nkwa pamochomote ase the breath of life is not an extraterrestrial experience or phenomenon enye sa what the American say the breath of life is your breathing in and out eno na ye nkwa no. My manager once told me that his grandfather is called Sunkwa. Osi Sunkwa na asem bi ne ye ka na o kasa ne grandfather na e friend Sunkwa. Ono no op spirituality nti ono onya opportunity kitu bi na ono wotena ho kasa pe na start ibisa questions. Na mbisa ne say na Sunkwa na ye friend wo grandfather no. Na wote ase ana. Se me ka tro say wo grandfather no no obewu. Ena na omo de say di ne friend no to so omo be ma ne nkwa obeje atuma na afi o hwe me hwe ye nananom won no mu nim niama bebre eye den na o mu nim se so obi a odi awo mawuo no so nipa no wu biom a ye ntete ne donko na kwala ne wu biom o mu ye den no mu hu enso se sie yi wo kokasa ade ne bombe kasa spirituality because obi a person practices spirituality wo kokanso a obenya asem o se ye frɛ ne Sunkwa ye nananom na edin o mu de toto ye ni nyina na o mu nim emra omowo dia na ekoso onim yohu ye nti a oto wo saadin no yesi saadin ni nyina ye musuo nti say yesesa ye din na the funniest aspect of it ne say osesa din na wafa owia ensroma because ya back to ye nananom nti ba obeba back to wo nananom akofa din a wo ma me de to ana wo papa de to because ade ba ko wo ni ho kwan nipa se wo be ye ene se wo beto wo hu din nti yesi bible na kan yo onyankopon pobo niama wie no one to two din oma Adam the father of all and e betutu niama din nti na meka say bible no won say ye bekire ye nkrofo ni yi anka the mysteries na ewom no it will rather set us free but okokan ubenya asem. My understanding of Sunkwa is for cry for life so we dey bad direct English mu a cry for life, pray for life or wish for life. Sunkwa eya omo di tonjo mpo Sunkwa na nsu ade che say Sunkwa mempre property se se de eni ho enye obroni na be kire wo nana Sunkwa na nsu ade wo nana na onim Sunkwa na che so nana tenkwa ase na so tenkwa ase to de a na onim se de na obe protect no nsu na onim Jesus. So what am I say ti me pese wo te ahanom ase e ma me pa. In ancient times when a child was having breathing problems and seemed to be fighting for life, the name was often imposed on the child so that their breathing would be thorough and smooth. Your ancestors were giving you people elemental names. They were giving you elemental names and also protecting the waters. Inti no moma ensuo no kura da enhome wabu nsa enkonsuo num omo pesa odi moja ne be konsuo num se se de yekotwa nsuo moja ne gu nsuo nim emfa chance enho aye tuntum enkonsuo nim. All these were sacred things and ye nananom practice no mo nka say spirituality o omo ma what life na nkasa ase sa de e ma wo nkwa ne boa wo no ye nse no se se ye be read say water element and the same people will throw trash e wo gata ni na nsuo to a na aflade na abefa ye nyina na ye bo ye ne yen ankasa minim ade ye yen minim dia ye yen at all. No more mamu elemental names. In the spirit of wishing for the elemental energy for air to resolve itself in the breathing sense of the child, inti no amanu Sunkwa we impose a name no e was so no oba na nkwa abanipa nimu. So I feel my explaining amount said they were not reading elementals. They were giving it as names to us and they were protecting the elements as well. Are we doing that? So, Sunkwa is like a powerful force that commands the elemental energy of air to synchronize with the human body of a child so that that child will have a life. Omo be su kwan, omo ma wu na wo nana nim wi. Enyo obroni no de we brɛ. Te say the obi e change ni din. Yempe say din no mo de me ma ye no. Na obi kura ho no ntitwi. Ntitwi din ni kura da ne ba no so no nte ase. Nti wasesa na wafefe fa boy bebre ye de edinya frɛ wo ma wo kra asom agim age so a besim ne wo so wo change no wan kasa wa change wa brabo why you lost we change the cosmic rules and laws no ye wo bi owo kwan so to nipadin ye wo bi owo kwan so sese nipadin why na sesa wudin wo so wo na wo ho nti wo sesa wudin koso in modern times when your child is having breathing problems you don't activate any good energy for that problem ye nim de ebe ye mpo na ye ni knowledge ni po ye ni bi na ye ba ni nose are blocking tin kola bebre omu nose are blocking omu chest are congested akola ni ntumi home ne ma me gina o twe ni say ye mfa aduro mba ya onimu mpo se onsensuo hot water keke enguta wo mu na ofa oma vapor ne nko trigger eyi e wo na akola ni ho ni ntuframa ntumi nko ho ye nim che se ye de akọ eyi ho na o ma ye aduro na bia ya bedu no enu nie ya sema ye yaye ye mpedin bia omode amaye ye nananom na omo ma elemental names akola bi wo ho na ya anwo no na ne papa wu yo mo se ye friend antobam tete no no mo betimi ama wudin po sebe na se ye wo no na yare bi na bibi strange wo ho a uko obi fie na wo boss adin na onim se akola we ye friend se ye ma na aduane we yindi ye kun ye hu o ye di ye hu wu rough. Another dangerous thing these people did was to change our names. Na ye nananom omo elemental names we nya spirituality o ne ba yare a ne koko nkola ni nyina ntumi enhome no they different from ni nyina element bi enim they don't trigger nothing and you were excited about calling them abrofu names when you can activate good energy that will have a direct impact on their body within una na din ode amam frem ye fie sika nim ne me papa hu ye mo frem sa. So anytime anyone calls your child sunkwa, it's like they are activating the element of good breath on the child. Inti abofra ni sunkwa. Inti ni ye friend ni sunkwa oni owuo woden ye. Oni owuo eye den ye. They were giving you people elemental names so. Wo se anya de. Mona Lisa. De keke ka ho edini bi kura wo mo ba na hu ba bia wo mfa. Omo de aye ye ne de ano odi o. Ano den papa nti we ni ya ye nti ase na ye na mana ye ko spiritual person we obi be friend ho spiritual person just wo the spirit ni knowledge keke a wo be fa na aboa wo na ye wiye eno so memenya ho asemansa ono obe friend ho sa spiritual person no na wo wakọ ye ni ye di ofre ma ne ho no na wo wakọ akoye ni ye no feel sense of belonging. You are rather changing nipa ne life because ono wasesa ne din na wudi din na wasesa no echi so wahu. Ancient Africans believed that air is life and air is a god. We nyame na mbeka we actually common knowledge. That is why Thoth, a version of the Akabulan gods, was called Prince of Air. Now what no mo amankrofo yo mani kitinkiti di tachi abeye business wo kromu anyina na Ghana fo bi omo de na egu nkrofo yo omo de ade atitiri omuti na omo de aba na omo de abeye na mu nyina mu business no na egu mu diska kase ehyem na the same thing na mo ton na omo de na ayeye na mo de na egu maja Prince of Air we akire. You want to prosper to wadwin. So your second giver of life is air. Medical amount last week in the no want to to me akoshe. And then my second point. My first point in the last week. And then my second point. One share last week episode now. Wait to me akoshe no wa get no. Oxygen in your head, lungs, heart, skin, kidneys. In fact, the ability of human to breathe and breathe well takes oxygen to every part of their body, so that life goes to every corner of the human system for life to be in action. Are you saying you don't understand this? At the moment you get cold, you get tired easily because you want to maintain enough air. Krofo bebre or mo butterfly ni mu butterfly de wo hwini ntem say no a block it. Enti no want to maintain enough air mpo asebe facha me kafra wo home a ebebon we ukasa so a ebebon. Why? Because ekwa baabi ayeden echoki enframa mfa ho enko sade ewu mu bia nya adwuma a de proye ene kankan ene ba abonten facha me asem na ye bi wa wo pese wo kan hu se ne a wo kan Nti se wo pese wo humi ye a eye oxygen ye nyina ye wo kurom ha se obi wu na se ontumi home a omo ma no oxygen se de obenya nkwa no waba nkom ye ma no oxygen na nkopa a omo nim se obewu omo tu oxygen ni free ni so pa omo nim se obewu nti ade nti na wo feel se nkwa bi wo baabi dan mframa se nko bibini ete asem a mi kan ya se de obroni ti ase a wadie dua wo fie bia mu no ntwetwa dua basabasa ontutu ball engu gata mpomu a omo nkwa beye we mu mpo omo wo se nyansen wuti kurom ha na wohwie ball agu baabi akochese unye ya say nti ema people are not even thinking straight. Mental illness no akọ beyond said ya wobetumi ayen enkrofo bebre enya schizophrenia multiple bodies ena omo de namo nti asem na oka no enye nokware enkrofo ka kire ne se ewura asem ya wo kan enye nokware chinchina chi o se de amike ye no na meka adwin no enkoyie bola no ne kankan ni niama no edosu too much obroni nimwe ye twadue wo krom ha nyina atu egu enumde aya medwen ho amintumi nte ase ensuo wo krom ha nyina ya se no ye kogina ensuo no ho a ne ye beya ye benya ne sesi na no pe ne ye ke de aka no to hell with it de ye di gum ni nyina omo de bre ye back eno ne ye nyare wa bebre ba ye tim e wo krom ha sei yasem ne ye yasem na ye den se wo Vegas nurse no entimi antwen frama akoma na nkasa eda ye mu no ye pipe ni ye tu ene wo mba ko twimboja na ba ko twemframa enti de e twemframa na na Vegas nerve no so mu amunim no monka entumi antwe a you are finished ye wu ni ye je wo nkwa ye be ma wo gas obi to nsuo mu na oye na ade ni choki no ntumi nhumi na owu a na ye se ye presse ne koko na omu hu mframa gu ni hwini mu se de be ya wu ni mframa wo bewu enti nkwa ye de yen mesra mo a we ye question enkwa eyeden why ne ma wo nkwa aha wuti bibia wo wiase bia started from the guts we funim stopping the body from its ability to access air and transport oxygen to important organs of the body result in death so when to me antwe emframa amfa nkwa wadwene ni mu a ubenya stroke when to me antwe emframa ankwa wo yam nu wu akoma mu a you will die. Our body na ebe fa number of a year of our body is so powerful. Enya aduane nko na ye di good body nim. But eno na ye wo ho ahoden. Oxygen is the breath of life. Oxygen ena ye nkwa. Enti Bible say onyankopon ehome enkwa homi egu onipa mu ama onipa be ye okrate asefo. Ede na obehome enye mframa. Nti ede na emu onipa ye okrate asefo emframa enye nyame. Minuya me koke Jesus ni mbe wo bubefu Jesus obehome Jesus obezizi wo kum no wasendua ne so no omo se osenso a na otuye epe na ho me san ye yesi nsuo ni moja ni nyina afiri ni mu ba ye ogu ni last breath no a wangu biom no wa ye fun. Nti how do you tell me that Jesus is giving you life? He also came to live like also by you if you see here air is the breath of life. If you just give thanks and reverence to any god, you must never ignore air. O de nyame ase for my brabo me de nyame ase for me nkwa bonyame kuro ni din nyame be ya. Someone will ask, but Mommy Grace, is it not God who creates air for us to breathe? Obi baby sasa, is that what you think? Well, you can believe that because believe there, you can believe anything. You can even believe so na wo maame. You believe. You can even believe say when I was president of Ghana and Mahama, you can believe but Mahama need time. I will say when I was president of Ghana, it's it because he doesn't need drama to tell people so no president. We know. People know. You've not seen that God before. And you have not seen air susu before. So can you tell whether air is the God of life? It's a woda na sisa wo sorry anapa no nkwa ho meti wo mu because ade ye kan the radia sisa me sorry anapa nkwa ho meti mu ne ntachere madam abodwo ne moje di me mu afuru sane. Se wan home wo sorry na wan home a anka wo mortuary wo kolebu. uhuminti enframa na wotwe ekotwe ba no eno na ema wote ase a wabie wano a wo da nyame ase nti wo da nyame na se da nyame kona se yie men ignore enframa. At the moment you understand this, wo be hwe the way you pollute the air, because wo be hu se wo pen kwapa ana wo pen kwabone, because at the moment you pollute the air, la who for you. I said believe. It is okay to believe anything you want to believe. And I make an ube to me cry to so one hour mommy. And no you okay. But in my mystery court classes, there is nothing about believing. No. It is about experience. It is about gnosis. I mean, great knowledge. What you know. I don't know so. I want my mystery court class. We are not going to believe, say, na mi hunkola nkete. Na omo wo school. Na omo to gospel song. Say nyame mbe boa me na mofre yi su. Wo de hwade o. Hwade we. Then why are we doing this to ourselves as black people? Na mofre yi su no omo de omo nse twi omo ani ase che say me bisa me ho sa aden kra aden. Minia, what you know is what makes you. I'm telling you, you can decide to put up all kinds of drama. You know nothing, you will vanish. And crofo bebre abako. Yeda so bo ebinum din, yeda so twa ebinum videos. Ye hwe video ya yesere, ana ye hwe video ya yesua de egu. What you know is what makes you. Enti unkwa adwumam. Na obi a waye ne doctorate degree, awie professor, doctors ne master's degree, obi a waye university graduate, obi a wawie SHS, no obi a wawie JHS. Yen for mu nyina ngina one position ye ntie omu nyina aka. It's because what they know is what is making them or what is giving them what they have. Enti what you know is what makes you. Enti sa wunje what you say wunsua de na bibia wo be believe ya, it's up to you. Believe means you just take it as you are told. That will never happen in my school. That is why believing is associated with the sheep mentality. A nine mentality. And when you believe, you are the flock and Jesus is the shepherd. Who pastors or platform we so shepherd. That is a smart move. You are the flock. The sheep, and Jesus is so giant shefo. You just believe as your master tells you. You can't question or experiment anything, and you are fine with it. It's not happening in my class. Just take it and believe. Pastors need be omo sheep, omo shepherds. Smart. To me, you join some. So believing is allowed. Obia is not condemning it. It's fine. You can go ahead. You have a choice. But in evidence, there is no God in the manufacture of oxygen. No, there is no God. Science has demonstrated that trees manufacture oxygen as they take the waste air from humans. You see how powerful humans are? Ya rekusa wo do ho abadi slow. Edua no wo waste mu e na ofa ne nkwa. Ukutu dua no ho. Enye de esi ho mpo. Ya yetwa. Oh my God, what is this? They use it to create oxygen back to humans. Inti wo ma mpo waste ni mpo a, they are supposed to give it back to you. This is how powerful you are as human. Even Jesus as a human being used air from plants. So he is aware oxygen comes from plants. Anyway, oba no sa block it. One for sunkwa amano. Asanso for Jesus. Ono ankasa kora so hia oxygen. Yankwe. Now, there is a theory which I have discussed already, that melanin is the only thing in humans that has the ability like plants to create oxygen. My sa editorial no platform, so you can Google and see yenuanom ma na omo ware abrofo no ene yenuanom mema na omo ware abrofo no omo ware omo wi a omo life sesa. In fact, tie Omai bia awowo su bebre no blacks ndorso wo ho. Sa wo ho pa na se blacks ne be dorso wo ho no mo pa na awo no reduce because of what our body contains. Obibini mbu ne ho so ye nipa. Se China ho na omo wo no se before ko dorso wo ho bebre pa omo weda ne besesa automatically. The reason tia Canada for ye bie se nka nkrofo nko eno so nkrofo de ye connection things na enso eno so ho so pa Australia just 3-4 years ago now betumi to kwa akọ without visa as a Ghanaian now kwa ubenya dan enya adwuma befa wo yere ne wo maako ho da ho kakra ho so yakose ho po ase yankasa I to say o say yesi ya pampam ne yeti yakuro mu po yenkom. Into this is how powerful melanated people are, the black nation. But as at the kwa eye no mintumi hu edwen ho a ebro madwene ene mente ase so eyo bibini pe eno no so betumi create and produce oxygen to say dua into obibini is also a dua kinda na omo ankasa po kan we akere omo nte ase abrofo no hu sa de we na omo kon no omo so omo nkwa omo negotiate hwe they rather feel sa abrofo no ye omo favor because ye hu abrochire say ye heavy. Ay obibini de me dwen ho a mintumi hu tumi hu. In that theory, which has been tested by scientists, it makes people with melanin creators of oxygen. This is who we are as black nation. So basically, it makes sense that we melanin people are creators of the gods. We are making. I have to go deep about this one. Sometimes some of the Niyama downloads ni bi wa na ma park egu ho no mansa. Obibini hu so ye nyame a embo ye. So asonsom no na copy na akodu sankrofo so no musu feel say ese obibini esom no matter how powerful, no matter how clever you are, oh ma wundi ne so da. Because if air is a god, in fact a god of life, and we are able to create air with our melanin, that makes us fathers of the gods. What do you think? Such a mystery. Sometimes when you look at certain things, then you realize that a black man has a whole issues, I think. Why don't you want to rather believe this without even asking for evidence? When mama from science from 3 to 8. When mama this is who you are as a black nation. Adentina unji we momundi. Won't be say evidence. You don't need evidence. Evidence is there. You don't believe this, but you believe Jesus will give you life. But you would rather believe that Jesus gives you air when he uses air. How? Say ni yedin da be ni ebeduru. Ye we chiro. When you teach sense like this, they will come and tell you to leave Christianity alone. Christianity me na esoma pampam. Mo condemn ni patching obia. All the names I have came from Christendom. Omo aso no mu wia teaching si we no mo kire. Leave Christianity alone. Christianity nipa na obi aso no mu. Wan kasa kura wo so ye Christo no what me hold Christianity we hu ne da. Me living alone. Matching out to her. Because I'm denting the body of Christ. Then I'm powerful. Denting the body of Christ. Ebele. Imiwa. Christopher na fraternity omu judge ni pache obia. And so we use Bible no. Wo de ya analysis kra. No ma be emotional. We dealing with emotions. So Christianity is just a control my emotions and control mechanism. But we dealing with it na mun see sense in some of the things we are saying. It's not by force though. Unless you are saying Jesus is also a melanin person or he is the prince of air. Who pastor said Jesus is a toad. Some people believe like that. Some people believe that toad is same as Jesus because Omankwa, just prince of air. In fact, air. Then we are entering a totally different theory, which I will find time to explain. Jesus being the prince of air and other people, some people's belief. Let's put that theory down, we will do it. The whole of Jesus is black teachings and what it brings. So we know and understand that air is a giver and taker of life. Good air gives life. In fact, good air gives life. Inti wo hwe krom ha wote a wo good air wa ha pollution dust kankan Some mystery way I became, me say we will delve into it. Bad air makes us sick and takes life away. Into which I krom ha yeti ye be yare ana ye bewu ana ye benya nkwa. Wo sorry a me say me ni obroni ni asem obibini na maintenance ye da. Ti se nyame no ma nkwa na nyame no mo owu a yate ase saa nyame no otehe. Yo ma nkwa no mti wa wo de wo hwe bibia nyame kura nku ane wa ye kurom ha aye nsuo mu twetwa moja ne niama edigu nsuo mu. Me say I will petition the government to do something about spirituality. I will petition the government. Almost say among for spirituality as some kokot na they should do something about it. And yes, I nyina yet ya no be free in the name of spirituality. They have to do something about it. In the same way, denying our body of air means we are dying. Simple. And Jesus. Opa fa niyama chese wo hwinim na fa bisabe fa chese wo num ni ubi bia na wasum na close to all holes. Natural Jesus tale wo bo ugina hwa na wawu se eto. This is just a simple knowledge. Why are you thanking Jesus for your life? Oh. Onipa ono ne when to me ahome a onu so wuye. Engina hwe. Now, we know two places life comes from last week episode, this week episode, no. The woman who creates the body and air which empowers the body. The woman who creates the body. One, and the air that empowers the body. Emma nebeye onipa. Okra etiasefo. Nti, no woman will play with blood. I'm telling you. Nti, mu ye nkola mpo na mu wo fie. No mu beku akokọ wo ho a omo mfre oba so nkoku ne da omo be frem be ma no se me ma no nkoku akokọ because emma emfa moje ni agro because omo na moje mu odin no ekita omo nti omo mfa moje ni agro. If there is a priestess a priest wo ho a busum bia na sunsum bia be pese e be fa oba no because ono no wo emoja enkwagom nti mi hu oba odi emoja di agro a ayana eyemi awereho. There are people when I see, I really feel sad for them. And I foresee the end. Aya eyemi mobo na asan yemi awereho. Me hu oba so de moje edi agra. Aya de ametai kan say it is well. Cause e dey na wo beye. E man a creative body no. Me di kan akire we dada. The body is made for the spirit to experience physicality. Inti a manu e create saade no na yini so I empower no so I empower life no into them the niama air koso. And we know where the air comes from. Machiro baby air ni so free ba enye enuemu a na ye ni petuntum. Please stop brainwashing your children with useless ideas about life when they ask you about who gives life. Tell them this. Stop telling them nyame na ma nkwa. Stop. Muma ye mani enya knowledge emma omo kasa with confidence. Uni obroni abofre gina ho bisa ne maame ne papa questions. Aha de say wuye komen na kire say wubu ade. Se wo bisa question pa wo ahomaso. Sebe kafra facha me. Se wanye hieni na wo ho antete na wan sresre a wo ahomaso. Se wunnim bibi chanye obi a wo ahomaso. Usata de pa a wo ahomaso. Matade a mission e wo ka na esi ufie ho. Pa gugu na hwe. Me mesere wiskanti say ahomaso a masom twe. Nyenja yeso 24/7 nothing happened to my shoulders. Emma oba especially black children. Mu hu so mo bossa. So broni begina ho no okasa hu black children na hu se sebe some of them no na eyedin. Tell them that their body was created in the womb. And even in the womb, you connected to them, giving them the needed energy and oxygen through the birth cord. Tell them this. Emadie, ye. Such portals. Minim die ya bedane emron samfu enibre abehye ye musei. Onini ku just because property ni di ni subi. Udi wo so na ye de property ni mu wa owu nne enya wo ma ne dia ye ni bradia wanya me wedding dia ne enka adentia na me ne be bre na so kire bibi oye wedding because of property obi ewu di bibi akoda obi ewu di bibi akoda obi nya obe poison ni kunu because wakohu se ni kunu na sidan a wambo na mane obi ewu de ne dan akoda Tell the children what they need to know. Tell them the truth. No what children no what be ni furu maso na what they achire no na what educate u ba de ameke na akola na te no ho ase. A magical human processing factory called woman created the functioning bodies of human beings. This is who a woman is. We try the shorter. A magical processing factory. That is who a woman is. There's nothing in this universe more than a woman. But any woman now who forget. Some of them have become something else. Medical catch us say this year, some Americans say binum. Yes, Americans say binum. Now say yes, you be a radio, and buy ya cromfo, and buy ya cromfo. No, we are the and foul. Nyafe no baka say binum ya cromfo. Now, me pamocho, mama menka say we dey misremo. The word beef, nobody should write it in the comment section ever again. We are beyond that kind of local stuff. In fact, we don't have that time. We are beyond that. So if you feel you have beef, take it to where they sell beef. Mayanka. Aha, that thing, beef, and I heat. That thing, no. We are not jokers. I'm sorry. Don't write these things here, okay? Thank you so much for your love. I appreciate. Don't write those things here. There are platforms for that. We don't do that. So we are not focusing on any of those things. So don't write that thing here. I'm grateful to you guys. Thank you so much. Obi bisa se Mami Grace, na ni awuke omo bane so e. Hey! You don't know what runs through their portals. One day I will talk about a man as sebe kafra mo fancheme. So wakoye wa abortion ni uniama is a different thing. But o baby a wa be wiase a ono onwo da na onye ehwe no. I will tell you the kind of portals are almost so ye. Sa story no ebi wo Bible mu, and one day I will talk about sebe a man a omo wo ye no. So wonye sebe abortion untemper with anything na wan wo a waye bibia na awo number. I will tell you who you are. They are special vessels that unseen uses. And those people no omo ascension ye easy than obi awawo. One day we will do that episode. When we say ewiase na yetimu no, ade bia ene emra no ne system ne conform no, na ye feel say ye error. But one day I will talk about them because I know somebody will ask say, now omo wo dane so and omo de and omo ankretishe. They are still powerful machines. One day I will take them on. And the body becomes sufficient. Sambani kretia. The body becomes sufficient, powerful by the breath of life. Just say, omo mienu just say nkwanim po nye juma nye. So bano and shisha machine. That's why when a newborn baby is born, the first is to check their breath. They will ask, is the baby breathing? Is the baby breathing? Aha. Because the machine na produce body ne top. It's a connection na womb wo ye funu no no. It's enusu san sani besim. Until without women, anka obibia living any ho. To pray for life is to pray for breath. Sunkwa. Also life in frama. And I will do bompire ama. Explain to your children where air comes from and how oxygen is created. Please do this. Leave God out of it. Leave Jesus out of it. He also needed this. In fact, he used. It is so shocking considering how important oxygen is in medicine. Obi wu na am de asine so na oxygen no am wo krom akra muntu min create bi mu important. We mu wo life. Common small things that control life mu ni bi. Ukoka wo mu bubefu. We don't have factories that produce oxygen for medical purposes in Ghana. Yekra. Ewurade. Ye crow, ye be na ade ye ho. Ye be ye den ade ye ho. School bebre ba mu akoyi. Ye be den ade ye ho. Anko nipa de wo nim no sua ka wo de no ho. How they are better with life. What is our case like? Obiya person onye doctor, obiya person onye lawyer, obiya person onye teacher. Ni nyina ye slave jobs. Koso ba kwa akoye adwuma ma obi ni yetua wo ka. Oxygen ye ntumi ye create bi wa ha. Enchini mpo eda no na bete so omu import. Songo salt si ada ya tum. Ai! Awurade. Asam na adi o. Abusia me bisa se me farm so no se me pese me donate aduane ne ma abanya ana me de boa me nkrofo me ho ana me boa no because school feeding program no mo de ama contract am aban betuye omuka nti se me sesa me niama no de kọ school ho no mo se omo no ama nkrofo na kire se mfa so obi amba so omo beji na ban se etuye omuka me di kọ prison so a nkrofo ye omo to omo 90 etuya so anko omo no omo bedo wo region bia no omo edibi ni edibi so feed school for no ye save sika no omo so te ho ne yetuye omo ho ka mesremo se se ye we aduane ne ye pese ye donate a ehefa na wo fu se ye mfa nko please help me in the comment section man do say ye aduane 50 bags of eburo ana se na school no kura mo bobode ampese ye ma omo me pa mo che school ho mo bobode ampese ni bancha pese mu chu kontomre ma omo inti banchi ni mi tu a I have over 100 acres cassava I am ready to donate by September ebe start e bia bodada inti se wuni baby a yebetumi di akwa please write it in the comment section for me why because one shey ni ya obeye adwuma akomo obi no obi asan aton na wagi sika no wo ho adi kro nu kra kwan ni ani ho a yede bu anipa wo so de ko orphanage a obi so te ho odigi sika ni di yasem na ye den odwe ho a na hu ni awonye inti se wuni baby a yede kwa a yede babu anipa enkogu obi botoma write it in the comment section ho na me pese me ye the first West African upekra akoye ma register that we ye copyright from the bill first West Africa free food court na ke ye de aduane ni kogum but I'm also looking at the lorry fair ankrofobia the Dr. Kelly and the cabinet are trying to see how we can donate those foods ekronumu ye ni structures papa bia ye ni structures ukoka ahomaso 24/7 naka me pant da plate mi na me di chinchin a ko bi apema asem unya common oxygen ye ntumi produce bi wa ha ye kra crunch ne songo salt ya tum esi ho hwe wia bebre ba ye wa he nka kurase omo use fridge fan ne bulb ko mo nyina ya ye solar panel egusu na omo so light we can actually help ourselves. Who is taking the lead? Because we have been miseducated to think air and oxygen are from God. Nti obi benin to mean creative. The onim nyansa no onim say mfiri God no ono we creative o de beba. No wa beton amaye. Oton amaye ni ye making it rich we are. Wa beka tren say ye poor continent. Ono de onim nyansa wa te God tam efie bia no de dua ba ko asim otesa asem nase. Obibini a ye yago na to nwie mu mpo o twadua ni nyina atugu. So we don't even think about ways to make sure that we have enough oxygen around us because nyame no ye ntumi nye and that's our situation. Cut down trees. Ye blocking gutters. Ye ensuo pa na da he na asori a feeling nsuo ni nyina asi asori dan asi so onyame ben ni. Onyame ben na wosom. A feeling nsuo no na nsuo to na fe Ladia for area I don't know how they give a permit for people to build. Mean tiase. We na ye common knowledge. But oju say nyankopon ene ema enkwa. Na ye ready me ye fire element, me ye water element, me ye sea element, me ye ndua element. Unnecessary noise. Polluting everywhere. Mentally, we are not stable. Mentally, we are unstable. No good air. It can't kind of thing. Yes, your biggest problem. We are not ready to deal with. We are ready to hate people unnecessarily. Shasama make catch we not think about it. Ukra ga ayi ukra oxygen na wode ba we da ni nipa ne yaka na chese so close ne body apa enkrofo mbehi oxygen a surviving na they will die meanwhile no ye betumi create bi wo honam kora create bi you have no idea wo de ahye nyankopon you can't do nothing madam fu bi ba me ho ena oba na we bi si me bedside no bi sam say na Grace we ye den na me see a room purifier or say Maame Grace room ya me say ai obi a wako school big woman onim what room purifier is the dani mu amodamu no eniama gumpa ne fa na enipa tuya fa enkonwa ni nyina mu ayema eniama gum you want to sleep and have a good dream lawu me kan no why shocked we fail to take our life into our own hands nti bibia ye blame obi bibia ye di show obi bibia ye free obi nti so bi wo bibi ode be ma akro nim se wunye serious we fail to think the bibi problem bi baso a na ye dey she abayifo ne ade. I was telling the doctor, I said, what are we doing here in Ghana? So many things are going on now. People have gone beyond eduro. People have now are gone beyond even supplement. People are now doing peptides. All your sicknesses are gone. Still, I would assume no, Edio.